Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about how to set up your RV when you arrive to the campground. We're going to set you up for success from the moment you pull in. Alright, so you're pulling into the campground. Everybody sees that nice brand new shiny motorhome or fifth wheel and that nice brand new truck. And trust me, everybody's going to start coming outside. They're going to set up their chairs, get the popcorn ready because they're wanting to see a spectacle of you getting ready to set up your rig for the first time, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to set you up for success. So the first thing you need to do when you get to your campground is get out. We have a saying in the trucking industry, goal. You'll see it sometimes on the mirrors of company trucks. It's get out and look. So before you back in, get out, look. When you're driving something this large, you have to look at it in a more three-dimensional picture than you do when you're driving a car. You're a lot taller and you're a lot wider than your average car. So know the height of your rig too. Most fifth wheels are as high as a semi, 13.6. Our rig here is almost 11 feet, about 10.5. I say 11 to cut it close. Our garage at home's 12 feet. So you got a lot of height and you got a lot of low tree limbs. There's actually a YouTuber that I watched recently, the couple. They hit a tree branch on the way in or out of the campground and they ripped their roof open. Very costly mistake, so don't want to do that. Plus, if you spend a lot of money on a high dollar paint job, don't want to scratch it up with the tree either. You really don't want to do damage. You know, you have TV antennas, possibly solar panels like I have, air conditioners. Yeah, you do a lot of damage. So get out, look, make sure that there's nothing as wide or as tall as the vehicle before you back into your site or pull through, whatever it may be. Always take a second and make sure. And if you have a partner with you, have them get out there and help guide you in. There's no shame in that. It's a lot of money for these things and we want to protect our investments. So the next thing will be over here on the side of the vehicle. So now we're safely parked. We got our rig where we need it to be. First thing I do is I come over here and check and make sure the water works. I actually had one campsite that this handle here would not lock into place. There was no other campsites we had. The place was booked, but I was able to use a wire tie to hold it open, so disaster averted. There's no point going ahead and setting everything up just to find out that something simple doesn't work. Now, the next thing I do is I grab my surge protector here and I plug it into the pedestal. Now, this one by Power Watchdog, the face will turn red if there's any kind of issues, whether it's reverse polarity or too high or too low a voltage, and we have a pedestal issue. So I plug this in and then I go ahead and get my light. The next thing I do is I come in here to my control panel for the automatic leveling system. I turn it on, I hit auto level, and the system takes care of the rest. So the next thing I like to do is go ahead and get the rig plugged in. Go ahead and grab my cable, get it plugged into my surge protector, because what I want to do generally, we're camping in the summertime, it's kind of hot. I want to get the AC going immediately, so I get it plugged in and go inside and get the AC on. I also turn on the hot water heater, get it heating up as well. Then I come out here, grab my water setup. I have everything conveniently placed in the totes. I use these Rubbermaid totes, and you can stack one on top of each other so that way you're not bending over. So the first thing I do is I go over to the pedestal. I put my water pressure regulator on. It's very important. You know, these RVs use a PEX piping. It's very small and flexible. This is what you're dealing with. And they use crimp connects on there. So if you have a lot of water pressure in your park, you could damage that. So I use the water pressure regulator. Then I have my hose going in and I have a water filter right here. One of your average common water filters right here. And then I use a 90-degree so that way I'm not putting a big bend in the hose trying to kink it. I know some people say not to do this, it puts too much weight on. I'd rather do it over here. You know, I don't know. I don't see there being any problem. It's designed to hold a hose, so you know, it's all your preference. I'd rather not hang my water filter out here. I like to just, I don't want it in the sun getting hot. So I'd rather it be there nice and hidden. Now the next step too is user preference. If you have a site that has an actual septic on site, this is where you'd go ahead and grab your sewer line connections and go ahead and hook it up. This site, we don't happen to have it. We have a common dump station. But for me personally, I don't hook it up until I actually need it. I don't see any point on day one going ahead and grabbing out all my hoses and all that. I've already, you know, got done driving. I'm already hot, sweaty most of the time, hooking up the power, water, and doing everything else. So I usually wait until I need the sewer, but like I said, that's all personal preference. A lot of people go ahead and just get everything set up immediately. Like I said, to me, I like to wait. But that would, to me, be the next step. Go ahead and get your sewer connections hooked up. Alright, if you have a fifth wheel travel trailer, this doesn't apply. This is mostly for motorhomes. Or if you do have a tow vehicle, this would be a good idea. But this is when we go ahead and we put up our sunshades. This helps keep the heat out of the vehicle because this is an air-conditioned space for us. Even though, you know, we do have a privacy curtain that we can use, it cuts down on the space, and I don't really like using it. This helps give us a little bit more room in the RV, and it just helps keep the heat out. And it also protects the interior of the vehicle, keeps the dash, the seats, and all that from fading out and being out in the sun. So that was our next step, is that. And then what I do is I'll do a speed test on the internet. I have an app by Okola Internet, and I'll go ahead and test and see if my internet's good. If not, we go ahead and put up our WeBoost antenna, so that way we have internet, you know, being YouTubers and that, you know, we post it on Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes we're uploading to YouTube, so internet connectivity is kind of important for us. But in today's world of being connected all the time, everybody wants to have that connectivity. But seriously, if you're camping, try not to do it too much. Come out here and enjoy the beauty. Take in as much of that as possible. Don't leave your phones down. But like I said, with us doing YouTube, we have to be. And the last thing you do is go ahead and set up your chairs, your significant other, and enjoy camping. Be respectful of everybody, be peaceful, and then just enjoy. Enjoy nature and have a good time at it. Alright, I hope you're interested in following us on our journeys across the United States, full-time in our RV, and our travels across the world. And you got some good information on how to set up your vehicle and not look like a total noob when you come out here and do it. And we get you safe and we set you up for success, because that's what we're all about here. Alright, like, shares, comments, definitely appreciate it. We have some discounts on a lot of merchandise in the description box down below. Please go ahead and check it out. If you shop Amazon, please use the links in my store. That helps us bring you this content. So everybody stay safe. Hopefully we'll see you in the campground. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Go ahead and get that set. Seriously? You hear me talking?
No, I didn't hear you talking.
Whatever.
It's cold there. You want videotape me?
Yeah, I'm gonna videotape.
For what?
Because I can.
What?
Huh?
Doing what? Sitting here?
Yeah.
I don't have a book.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be just talking.